How's talk us through the you're a bit stuttery, but not sure the connection is 100%. But we'll go with it and see what happens. But if you can just talk us through your weekend so far, Hugo.
No worries. So one thing's for sure, we're going to be testing Hugo's English abilities here, of course. So it might be a little bit brief, but we'll soon find out. Are you enjoying the track?
This track is beautiful. My car is very, very good. Big thanks to Sebastian Leonard and Céline Leonard for the mechanic, and Mark Campbell, Jonas Elwood for the support. Thank you.
Fantastic.
No worries.
Very good.
No worries at all.
Very good.
What's coming through for you guys? We are sat under a tree to get a bit of shade, but
yeah,
hopefully it's not diabolical.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
It's smoothed out now by the looks of it. Great.
Yes. Yeah, it's looking good. Oh, you actually got the buggy there. Can we have a look?
Yeah, have a look. Sure.
Wow, so that's the N1, right?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. So you'll see 6-mic tyres, bullet engine.
Bullet engine and servo full HD.
Power HD servos.
6-mic tyres. Option RC project for the bladders.
Is that the new lightweight body shell as well?
No. So this is just the standard body at the moment. But yeah, clearly it's working all right. So
yeah,
go with the heavy body shell as well. But yeah, no, it's all going fine today as well. Obviously, the track conditions are really similar to yesterday. It's interesting, obviously, between Q1 and Q2, when the sun really beats down on the track, there's seconds a lap difference for drivers. You know, if you look at the previous TQ's fast lap from Q1 and then this fast lap, it's a big difference. So it's really tricky, kind of like keeping up with the conditions, staying on top of the diffs, going down in the diffs when the track gets a bit slick like this. It's pretty tough. On top of also not cooking here as much as possible.
Hey, Mark.
And have the tire choices changed significantly from yesterday?
No, so it's very similar. So for Hugo, it's the same. So it's obviously just been the sort of 6-mic scratch in like a medium sort of compound, which is called their orange or orange red. So yeah, but that's the same as yesterday. That actually hasn't changed. So it's been pretty consistent sort of throughout the whole event, really. You know, like the track isn't really particularly developing. It's staying very consistent. It's just as the heat really starts to beat down on the track, it makes a pretty big difference to the overall traction level.
I have a question, Mark. How are they're now watering, and I see they're blowing off the track now. They're watering. Are they completely watering the whole track, the line included, or just the outside of the track? Okay.
Yeah, so they're pretty. I'm struggling to hear you just a little bit, but they're watering the whole track, and it's pretty liberal watering. I mean, I obviously don't have any experience when it comes to how much water you put on tracks, but it's
plenty.
Sort of like
it just comes from the sky.
Level of water is what they're after. That's sort of where we're at. So, and one thing that's obviously undisputable is that it is meaning that the track, which I think otherwise would be torn up by 144 drivers going around it, is staying really, really smart. You know, really flat. Really, there is no character, for want of a better word, developing on the track. It's staying really nice and consistent. So they're definitely doing it right.
Yeah. That's fantastic. I mean, we were saying obviously the club people will know exactly what they're dealing with over the years. The club's been there for 10 years, we were told. So you're not foreseeing any sort of danger points on the track developing as the qualifying and the mains go on?
I don't think so. I mean, if sort of, you know, I guess strictly we're kind of at the midpoint-ish of the event. You know, we've done 2 qualifiers, obviously the whole day of practice, whole day of cars running around, control practice. and then 2 of the 4 qualifiers, we're at the midpoint, and there's been like little to no degradation on the track. So unless something changes drastically, it seems unlikely that the track's going to tear up. You know, it might develop, you know, a couple of little bits here and there that the track team's obviously on top of, sort of doing any repairs. Obviously, at the end of qualifying rounds, they can make repairs. But it's staying really good. There's seemingly no danger zones on the track, which is nice.
I was wondering, this may be a disaster, but I was wondering if it would be possible for you to give us a very, very quick tour of the facility. Do you think that would work? We may lose you.
Yeah, well, we can certainly try. Well, the only question I do have is probably just how I managed to turn my camera around to see what I'm showing, but I could obviously just try to sort of turn it around the whole way. That is possible. Let's try. We're soon going to find out. So what I'll do then is I will. Thank you very much, Hugo. I'll leave you to it. Good job. See you in a bit. Right. So we're following live. This is. We're all going to find out how this goes. But what I will do is
it's a live pit walk with Mark Rumble.
Yeah, and obviously, so in the background, this is the sort of restaurant area. So you can see all the snacks, people getting lunch, people waving. Some of the 6 Mick, Celine and Seb there. And then as you head into the facility, obviously it's a completely gated track facility. The security is, you know, as good. Everybody's got, you know, thousands of pounds of equipment out. So it's sort of like the the track entrance.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's the entrance to the track. And then as we sort of head through, you've got some of the sort of manufacturers' areas here. You've got some of the sort of on-site shops here. As you sort of head into the main, I don't know how well you can hear me, hopefully well enough.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
As you head into the sort of, again, other sort of manufacturing fitting areas, obviously got the techno tent there. And then you have up the top, you've got
there's
the big man
Carlos
himself. So this is a good doorstop, I think.
Yeah.
So we're here live with RC
Yeah, I know.
Racing
I
TV.
am following you. I have you on camera.
He's
I've
watching
already
this.
sent Matt to his WhatsApp a video of half a minute of how it is done the watering of the track, because Miguelo is watering right now. So if we go to the track, you can show them.
it.
Yeah, we can go there.
So now Carlos is directing.
So that was timekeeping over there, just to keep you in the loop partially, not going completely off track.
The Brussels board is there.
So yeah, this is the results board. And then obviously the track in the background. We obviously have some and we can head onto the track and we will have
So I think they have had a problem. So let's watch this with the shadows. This is the paddock area.
Good. So here is also the sort of undercover pitting area, which is really amazing pitting. Obviously, you know, undercover pitting for 100 plus drivers. Automatic sunshades provided by a local Spanish company, Saxon.
That's great.
With our biggest sponsors, like
and then you can see it's got a an accessible rostrum, which is great. They've got some local.
That's fantastic.
Racers, so it's great that they can have that inclusivity. And then obviously we'll head underneath the rostrum now, or we can head up onto the top. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
we will.
Why not? It's all dynamic here. So there you can see a bit of a view of the pit area. It sounds like I'm falling through the ground, but I'm not. I promise. Here we've got the sort of airline area and warming up to warm your engines up. And then I'm going to try and show you the track from here. Hopefully you can hear me as well.
Picture of the techno drivers in the far corner.
Doing a team photo there. Hopefully you can see me. It's a bit of
the techno one. And Miguelo is watering the center of the track. So this is the amount of water Miguelo is putting on the track.
Yeah, so it's obviously...
For everyone.
Yeah.
Except that we haven't had a problem on this curve now. And there's a mud corner from the next...
Oh, wow.
Okay. So just explaining that they're obviously watering the track here. I'm going to go to a spot that hopefully we can see-ish. where you can see that obviously Miguel, who's done the track build from Mr. Buggy Land, you can see he's obviously out there watering the track now. Hopefully you can see that well enough.
Yep.
Rafa, sale una mano a Miguel con la manguera.
Exactly, Mark.
Whatever that
Exactly.
means. So basically, you can obviously see all of the track in the background here. You see Miguel's going around, and pretty much from what you can see on the dark sections and then not dark sections of track,
Yeah.
that it is obviously just a full watering. Obviously heavier on the sort of some of the corners that I think they know might potentially be problematic, but we're midway through the event and it's been completely a non-issue. So they're definitely doing, it's amazing being on top of it like that. You can see that the material is a sandy style base dirt, so it would really blow out if this was not being done. So it's really important. Also, I have Carlos pointing to something. So this is the media tent. I wonder whether it will go into sort of like a weird loop of media into media into media. It will cause like a break in the matrix or something where I'll show you all of this stuff. It might sort of blow it up or something. So you see, obviously, all the media tent. They have
there's a big screen for commentators. The commentators stand here with a microphone, and they watch the event on the screen down there. That's where the commentators are acting. Your camera is in front there normally, and then the filming cameras are there. Plus the bridge camera on the pit lane, which is Jesus Christ. That's one of the biggest one. When it is moving, it is because a car has touched that metal fence.
So when there's a bit of sort of pit lane nausea, it is because a car has obviously run into it.
You have had questions about the barriers in case of the COVID situation.
Yeah.
In barriers, but in the end, help that the old cattle is everyone on his place, and the same underneath for the mechanic.
Also in the pit lane.
On the pit lane is the same. So there's the same space for every team. So that means equal possibility for everyone, and no discussions, no hitting one to each other. So everyone is on their place.
Yeah, it's actually this setup. Obviously, it's a COVID originated thing. It's a COVID originated thing, but it has actually obviously just been kept because there's loads of room in pit lane, loads of room on the rush strip. Keeps you nice and separated, cleared. It's great. There's no dispute. You're either on your number or you're not, and that's that. And then we have here, just also who will enjoy this. So we have, Mark Stitch, our referee, here live.
Keep it clean.
I'm so loving the media attention from him. Thanks, guys.
The Eagle. There he is right there. He's talking to us now.
It's all good. All good for me. It's really a lovely setup, lovely track.
Yeah, and enjoying it.
Yeah, all good.
Not cooking.
Nope, lovely, just nice.
We've had some sort of adjustments being made here. It's not a sale. It is.
I didn't appreciate the sun coming onto my back, so there's a temporary arrangement, which is good.
Yeah. It's better than being cooked. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a decent little overview. I'm just also showing you something else being pointed to. So I see here
ambulance,
which is
civil protection
and a civil protection and.
And the toilets, a big lorry for toilets.
Another thing, which obviously is quite a weird point, and we're going over it whether we like it or not. They have a royal bathroom company that's been hired in to offer like the most luxury, perfect, amazing toilets that are just.
We need photos. We need photos.
Yeah. Is there a sort of a legal question as to whether I can sort of go and film?
Well, just
that's probably
make no one in the toilets, no people in the picture, but just we need photos.
Find that out until I go in?
We have the right to use the swimming pool, the local swimming pool with the wristband.
Yeah. So you have your.
Goodness.
Your access bands, and that is valid for the local swimming pool in Sax. So. Yeah, it's a really cool thing. I think it's amazing when you come to these European races. I think it's something that everybody should try to do, or at least this is, I guess, saying this to all the Brits watching at home, is if you can come and do a Euros, race abroad, you should absolutely just endeavour to do that. It's really different. It's just a different vibe. The feeling is great. There's a massively great ambience. It's really, really good. and the support that the tracks receive from the local municipal support, like their respective councils, is just unfathomable. You know, in the UK, it's really it's tough. It's tough for us as track operators, and here it's great. You know, everybody gets looked after.
5 minutes to enter the track. 5 minutes to enter the
5
track.
minutes in case you can't hear that. I'm sure you probably can. I think it probably might blow my eardrum open.
Sometimes you were able to talk to your mechanic.
Don't forget mechanics.
Oh wow, that's great. That's a great idea.
Gaps on the floor.
Get the plane according to your car number.
What I'm going to do is just get out of the way of that sound, because that is horrifyingly painful. Don't worry, it's coming back. I'm up to another speaker. And then this is obviously the technical inspection area here. It's obviously just right near the track, just obviously underneath the rostrum. You see some of the guys here. But yeah, so that is a bit of an overview of the facility. It's probably a decent time to call it quits, as there looks like they're getting restarted.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's an amazing track, amazing event. You know, it'd be, if you didn't do this at least once in your lifetime, it'd be a shame. You know, for anybody watching at home, you should definitely endeavour to do it. You know, it's a cool event. It's a great thing to do.
Mark, I think you have a future in RC broadcasting ahead of you. I think we're going to need more Mark action.
Yeah. We're waiting for the next Mark Rumble pit walk. Thank you very much, Mark. That's amazing. Thank you. You're a legend.
No worries at all, guys. Thanks very much.
Cheers. Bye.
Thank you so much, Mark.